Press a button. Ah.
Bigger picture, though. It's credentials, I'm not saying that. No. Great. Hey, look at facts. It's a fantastic job. Pretty hard to look at the merit of these nominees. Your name appears in the Mueller report 529 times. Maybe Barrett's name appears in the report. Sure. Just get them out of papers. I understand. We're talking about justice and judges. Given the president's challenges with the law and his obligation under the Constitution to take care of
What's happening?
faithfully executed, do you think there's a contradiction here? Do you think he deserves 4 more years in office?
Come on, girl. You'll have plenty of time to play later.
I think if you look at his record, he does. He had the economy going wonderfully. He made a number of promises in the campaign trail. You will vote for him. One is his judicial selection, which he's done. He's got a record number of judges on there on the circuit courts, and this really matters. And look, and since the 2016 election, he has made this a critical issue. Yeah.
Let's go in there.
Ran on it. He really got to the 2016 election. And there's been an intervening election with 2 Supreme Court nominees take confirmations. And those who supported nominations did pretty well in the election. Those who opposed not. So people spoke not once, but twice. And I'm going to take that as a yes for you, from you, that you're voting for him again. All right, Don McGahn, thank you this morning for your insight. We'll be right back.
Hello, precious.
No, hold on. How do you brush your teeth?
With Secret, you're unstoppable. No sweat. Try it and love it or give your money back. Secret.
Come on, Jody.
So you're just gonna ignore me? Good.
This, because they would have been obvious. She couldn't get 70 votes, 60 votes. So I just think they gotta focus on the policy and treat her with respect to make sure the hearings don't turn into a partisan circus.
Hey, Jody.
This confirmation hearing become a benefit.
What, you about to say it the 3rd time?
Becoming a partisan food fight?
Hurry, Jody.
I think it could be a benefit to the president. I think certainly the big question here is how does this play for those who remain undecided? Look,
Bro, all I hear is Jody.
For the next several decades, it's a momentous occasion. The president, in that sense, needs to focus on this nomination, focus on what it means.
What's wrong with
getting into all this other junk about, not potentially having a safe transition of power. Really focusing on the nomination and what it means. That is going to be his best shot to get.
You're not even holding the thing properly. You're levitating it. What are you looking at?
Should this make it to be built immediately? Post-election,
crackhead.
Majorities in both states say post-inauguration it matches some national polls we've seen. But it is one of these things that Democrats have public opinion on their side. But it's not the first time they've had public opinion on their side. But they're kind of powerless here.
They are kind of powerless, and when I talk to Democratic sources, the only thing that they can say is that they hope to slow down the nomination. But yesterday, at the White House's rollout, Judge Barrett and the White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, said very clearly he hopes to proceed with this expeditiously. He hopes to get this done by November 1st. So it's
Bro, what's wrong with this black man?
Really has no way to have any sort of roadblocks ahead of him when he looks at this nomination. And I think Republicans here...
Do you see this man?
This will help bolster and really excite the base to try to get people excited about President Trump.
Peter Baker, I guess is the conventional wisdom on this one correct?
Which one you pick, bro?
The Republicans unite on judicial issues more quickly and more often than Democrats do.
This is me?
I didn't. Go into the other room and show me the card.
Look, I think
Oh.
that Republican voters have been to some extent disenchanted with the president.
What card did you pick?
Giving some reasons to put aside their misgivings about things like the coronavirus and
Card
other
did
issues
you
will come
pick?
back. Well, Democratic voters were already energized against President Trump. The question is whether or not this would energize them anymore. I think the other thing is President Trump is that every day
Broski. It's a star.
200,000 people. He basically shrugged it off without giving any kind of memorial, tribute, estimate to the people. Also, think back, Dave, to the first time Republicans nominated the woman
Republicans ever nominated a woman to the Supreme Court. That was Ronald Reagan with Jim
Which
Baker.
one?
Nomination was Sandra Day O'Connor, and Jim Baker steered Ronald Reagan toward a more moderate choice because it was
You
seen
picked
as
Square.
a safe bet. Today, the motivation.
You need to get checked out or something. Your body twitching.
Elections continue to get rid of.
Yeah,
Did Brett Kavanaugh help or hurt, or was this one of those unique situations that
Squiggle
maybe Republicans
line.
nationally like help them in places like Missouri?
I
Very
think
good,
that's
Jody.
probably
Let's
true.
try something
I think what
else.
really hurt about Kavanaugh was the process. It really devolved into something that most people around the country said, you know,
Rodent blocks. We need to make them fall over.
And I think that was particularly because because of the hypocrisy and abuse of power. The American people know what's going on here. And you combine that with her very extreme views on health care.
Yeah.
I mean, she's written in a dissent that felons should be
What am I
entitled
doing?
to a gun,
What am I
not
saying?
necessarily entitled to vote. I mean, this is really
Oh, this woman's
And
terrified.
I think, and that's exposed in the hearings in a respectful way. I think we don't see Democrats anymore.
Lonnie Chen, I mean, could this backfire? I mean, what are you more concerned about? For
Someone wants to get out, hey.
races?
Hey?
Is it
Hey?
the hypocrisy one?
Yeah.
You flip-flop where you were in 16 and this, or is it abortion rights? And that suddenly
Move.
that
Out of my way.
weight actually ends up.
Yeah, what else?
Well, I think healthcare is the bigger concern here. And even though I'm skeptical that the ACA gets struck down, with this new conservative. I did not talk about 2018 midterm. That was not a great topic for 2018. The more the background shifts to that conversation about healthcare, I think that's what it is for Republicans. So the challenge with this is if this court fight gets defined in terms of healthcare issues, perhaps potentially in terms of abortion, I do think it's
Yeah.
more of a challenge for Republicans.
Yeah.
Democrats managed the Kavanaugh hearing. The last couple of Democratic leaders. Are you hearing anything different?
I'm not sure. What I'm hearing is that they feel like they need to be making the case more clearly why judicial nominees and why the Supreme Court is a key thing that should be on Democrats.
Who's screaming?
If you look back to the Democratic National Convention, there wasn't a lot of talk about the Supreme Court. Republicans historically have been the ones talking about judicial nominees and judges more. And I think this shows that Democrats need to be talking about that based on my sources talking to me about the fact that they need to be clear to Democrats what
Bro!
conservative majority means to their personal lives.
Stick around. Coming up next, when we come back, President Trump busted through the Democrats' big move wall in 2016. But did that have more to do with Hillary Clinton than it did with Donald Trump? This is Decision Tech. Find stock based on your interests or what strengthens you. Get real-time insights and your customized view of the market. Use smarter trading technology.
Mashing buttons just going, huh?
Imagine what's possible. Now, digital transformation.
And the end?
Next, are we going to get back to business as usual? Are we going to use this as an opportunity?
Sorry.
Empathy, transparency, and agility are going to be absolutely paramount skills.
From strategy to execution, Hillary Clinton. Now, next, and beyond.
Communication, this is for you. You inspired us to make your Humira experience even better. With Humira citrate-free, it has the same effectiveness
Important thing?
and trust. Act natural. Citrate buffers. Your electric and interneedle with less pain immediately following treatment. Ask your doctor about Humira citrate-free. Take hard to pay as little as $5 a month. Humira has
Ryan, I'm delighted you took that in. Always a pleasure to speak on that. I would like you to meet my assistant. I was unaware that American diplomacy was undertaken with such charm and charm. The pleasure is mine, Elizabeth. Gentlemen, I'll be back to the host. We'll talk later. Until then,
Ask your doctor about Humira citrate-free. The same Humira you trust with less pain immediately following the injection.
he hates me. More time you can imagine having a stick. How do you charge me?
This is
Decision Tech. Find your stock based on your interests or what's trending. Get real-time insights in your customized view of the market. Get smarter trading technology for smarter trading decisions. Fidelity.
I need to find a quiet place.
Okay. Okay.
No, not now. It will attract attention.
Welcome back, Dana Denlow. Top of the show, Joe Biden is currently beating President Trump in our latest NBC News mayor's polling in both Wisconsin and Michigan, and he's doing so by
I wish we could steal their souls.
those are two of the three states that President Trump flipped for the first time in a generation. So it made us wonder, why is
Sorry,
President
ma'am.
Trump having
This
such a
area
difficult
of
time
limit.
with polls
NBC
in
personnel
these
only.
states compared to 4 years ago? Well, in 2012, they actually offered some clues. In 2012, Democrats carried all of those states by 5 or more percentage points. In 2016, when President Trump flipped them, the margin was very close. 0.2 in Michigan, 0.7 in Pennsylvania, and 0.8 in Wisconsin.
I need to find a
Well, the
quiet
numbers at face
place.
value suggest a Republican erasing the historic Democratic edge in the Great Lakes region. Or do they?
Yeah, that's some good. That's some good food too. You know, going over here. No. You know.
Mr. Trump got 2 percentage points more to vote than Romney in Michigan, and just 1 point more in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. So put another way, in each state, candidate Trump's improvement over candidate Romney accounted for less than a quarter of the total swing.
Bro, I could do this while I'm human.
From those third-party votes. And the current 538 polling averages in those states look a lot more like 2012 than they do 2016. In Michigan, Biden is leading Mr. Trump 50 to 43. In Pennsylvania, he's up 50 to 45. And in Wisconsin, it's Biden again at the 50% mark, with President Trump at 44%. And Mr. Trump's current percentages in those states are almost exactly what Mitt Romney got in 2012. Look, President Trump was right to get credit for breaking through that big blue wall. But right now, 2020's poll numbers look a lot more like Obama's win in 2012 than Hillary Clinton's loss in 2016. When we come back, Biden's lead in the polls has been stable for months. Can President Trump change that in Cleveland on Tuesday night?
My father always reminded me good education takes you many different horizons. And that stayed in my mind. So $1.08
let's see.
why not just utilize that resource? And Walmart.
What are we supposed to do?
Without the holiday program, I definitely don't think I'm
No.
going to now. Each week from in school is just an accomplishment. I feel proud of the step of the way.
Shema.
So get the leaf beds.
Punch.
Only town hall had the police show.
Language.
Son Bennett was 2 years old.
You can't even hear them talk.
He would get sick, Aubrey would take him to the bathroom, and she would rub his back.
I mean, it doesn't sound like Chinese.
Trump gets rid of our healthcare law, my son won't be
Oh.
protected. We would have to be making some tough decisions about what medications we can afford.
Oh my
And a
God.
president who will protect our healthcare, and that's Joe Biden.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message. Some small businesses don't have insurance. Their office is a crock, and
There's a large painting in one of the rooms upstairs. Behind it is a safe. The documents we're looking for are inside. But there are the guards and cameras, so you have to be careful. You got it?
What if you could have the perspective to see more? At Morgan Stanley, a global collective of thought leaders,
Yank, yank. Hold on. I wanna prank these boys.
we see companies
And they're gone.
They're
They're gone.
We see a bright future, still hungry for the ingenuity of being ready for the next
like hell when you're too far away.
Today we're translating decades of
Ooh.
experience into strategies for the road ahead.
That's
We are Morgan Stanley. Pre-surgery, I was tired of being overweight. I didn't like looking in the mirror. The procedure completely changed my life. It took me from watching to doing. Being able to be active with my grandchildren has been a special part of all of this. I never really even thought about dancing prior to the surgery. Since the surgery, I found myself again. I don't mind looking in the mirror.
inspirations to installations, the Lean Corner will be with you every
Alright,
step of the
alright,
way.
Our designers can inspire and help create the home of your dreams.
With our beautiful guarantee, if you're not 100% satisfied,
So
you can
trying to mess
confidently
around.
replace your floor for free.
For an
You can
office.
expect more without paying.
I'm looking. Hold on.
Watch out for the guards. And video system.
Oh.
And up to 18-month interest-free
An office.
This is one of our 6 Connecticut design shows.
At the Lean
Oh,
Corner,
what's up?
you can't have it all.
Hey.
The sun is still shining. The waves keep rolling in. And the beach is waiting. We love being outside, but the sun on our face and our toes in the sand. We're 16 miles of wide open beaches with good times, great people, and plenty of space to find your place and get back to what matters most. We belong at the beach.
So cute, butterfly.
Welcome back. Tuesday is the first presidential debate. Peter Baker, one of the findings we found in our polling about the presidential debates this year, when I put it up, is how little importance it is to voters this cycle as compared to previous. We recorded the lowest ever number on the question of how important the presidential debates to your vote. Less than 30% said it was extremely or quite important this year. In 2016, it was 34%. 2012 was 38%. When you have 90% of people say they made up their mind, we do understand that. But Peter, what do you think the significance of Tuesday night?
Well, I think you're right, sir. I think the electorate has made up its mind, most of them, and they are pretty locked in. They've been pretty locked in really for 4 years. Americans have decided long ago what they think of Donald Trump. They like him or hate him.
Yo, that's crazy.
We haven't seen him in any other president in modern times. Those numbers have remained remarkably static. So yes, this is.
I knew we could take some of these photos. I don't know.
For that to change potentially, you see the president already trying to set up expectations. He already tweeted this morning saying that Joe Biden should take a drug test. He's trying to explain a good performance by Joe Biden in advance by saying, well, if he's doing well, it must be because he's somehow
Oh, that's big.
That's certainly what happened with Ronald Reagan in 1984 when Jim Baker was running his campaign. I remember we tell that story in our book. It happened with Barack Obama and George W. Bush. This is the president who famously is not preparing for this debate. He's being told that he has need to prepare. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think you're right. I think this is one chance.
Yo, which Peter are you talking about?
Clever McCaskill, your advice to Joe Biden after reading this Washington Post story about the debates. Trump has told associates he wants to talk specifically about his opponent's son, Hunter Biden, and views that the debates are when people will
I'm trying to make a video about this game, Beyond Two Souls. I'm about to play Detroit. I'm about to play Detroit.
I think we know what's coming. It's an onslaught. It's a rhetorical onslaught. We've seen him do it before. How should Biden handle it?
Well, first of all, Trump has done him a big favor by lowering expectations. You always want low expectations going into a debate, and Trump has delivered that to Biden. And Biden is going to have a challenge to make sure he focuses on tone, not content. This is going to be the American people looking at two men.
Which painting are you talking about, though? That's
nutball claims about Biden using performance.
This.
And the other one is going to be like a normal guy who wants to lead our country with unity and integrity. I think this is all about tone. And if Biden can stay focused on his tone, I think he'll win the debates decisively.
Lonnie, I know what you would advise President Trump to do. Put down by 5
at least it.
points naturally, depending on what you believe.
That was what she was done.
How does he prevent this thing from being
Ticket.
and derailed?
Never mind.
Look, I'm going to come back to the fact that the president's strong suit in every single poll, including the one that NBC News has put out today, is the I know it's a little old-fashioned of me to say, but if the president can actually focus on that issue, he can talk about the economy, what he plans to do, that is really the pathway forward for making sure that this is an opportunity for him.
Get the guard out of here and open the safe.
We see that 4% in Michigan, 2% in Wisconsin. To the extent that they are undecided,
How do we leave this guy's body?
the economy is what is going to swing them. And I do think he needs to keep the pressure on Biden. I think that will work to his advantage because the vice president
Leave me.
has been in very many high-pressure situations in the last couple months.
You know, Yamiche, I think that's the question is can Biden stay focused? So, for instance, this issue with the president and the peaceful transition of power. Do they want that to be half the debate, or do they want instead to be focused on
close. Close.
Based on my conversations with people in the Biden campaign, the former
we have to read the
President really
documents.
want to be focused
Make it quick.
on the coronavirus. Part of that
I can't
will
hold
be
on much longer.
healthcare and people's access to it, but a lot of it's going to be on the president, what they see as the president's failure to protect the country from this pandemic and a failure to see and to acknowledge it. And Joe Biden's going to be talking about the president admitting to Bob Woodward that he downplayed the virus and the danger of it in order to, quote, not create a panic. I think President Trump, though, is going to derail this debate in some ways, just in the fact that he's going to continue to have personal attacks on Joe Biden. And the thing that Biden's donors, as well as Senator McCaskill and so many others, are really thinking is, can Joe Biden not lose it? And when someone starts going after his son, can he make sure not to get too angry, not to have a gap when President Trump goes that ugly way and starts to really get at him?
How do you not have to know that? You make it clear, his intern first says he's definitely going to vote for the president, and then he doesn't respond to your question. Is there anything that said in this debate that would flip Jim Baker away from Trump?
Yes, very much. Jim Baker does not think much of Donald Trump. Jim Baker is the un-Trump in so many ways. He's hovering himself. He won't endorse Trump, but he has yet to vote against him. And I think that talks about the modern Republican Party trying to accommodate themselves to this person who's basically affected a hostile takeover of their party.
Jan, Peter, and Susan's book, anyway. Thank you all. You guys were a terrific panel.
She got all right notes again or something?
Before we say goodbye, quick programming note this week. We're excited to say that we gave you Meet the Press reports on NBC News Now and on Command on Peacock each week for 30 minutes. We'll do a deep dive into a single topic.
Come
this
on.
Week we explore how to win a presidential debate.
I always be having this problem when somebody can't open the door.
President's debate prep for over 4 decades. You can watch this right now on Peacock, along with full episodes of this show, Meet the Press. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week because it's Sunday. Meet the Press.
Damn.
Don't touch me!
Now, to better serve you, Suburban has a huge inventory of new Subarus, a great selection of used and certified Subarus. Plus, we carry other makes and models for just $99.95.
What happened again?